Hello everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's weekly wisdom for this upcoming week of August the 28th through September the 3rd, 2022. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International best-selling book, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to welcome back my loyal subscribers, my followers. It's lovely to be in your energies once more. And for those who have found the Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel for the very first time, let me share a little bit about myself through my full-time business, Angel Healing House, for the past almost 20 years since I created it in 2003. I'm a Reiki master teacher, having taught hundreds and hundreds of Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world. I'm also an intuitive, a psychic, a clairvoyant tarot card reader. I also do past life clearings, past life ancestral healings, as well as those extraordinary, transformative, and restorative energy healing sessions through Reiki. If you're interested in any of my services, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or you can always phone 831-277-3716, and do remember that's Pacific Standard Time, as we are in lovely Santa Monica, California. Speaking about teaching Reiki, I'd like to remind everyone that there are only a few days left to take advantage of my special limited discounted, but only until the end of August 2022. And this is on learning Reiki 1 or Reiki 2 with me. This is a beautiful testimonial from a Reiki student that I received. And this person wrote, "If you're thinking about doing Reiki, then you have definitely found your teacher. Claire Candy will help you find your path once again, as well as how to walk it. The time spent with her learning Reiki was an absolute gift, for this time has propelled me into my future right now. I shall always feel blessed to share this wonderful journey with Candy, and always grateful to have met such a beautiful lady." And that comes from Karen in Queensland, Australia. Now, what is this special limited discount? Well, my Reiki 1 course, which is personalized and individualized because I do not teach in groups, is normally Reiki 1 with me is normally $295, but just until the end of August, it's discounted to only $222. And Reiki 2 with me is normally $500, but now it is discounted down to $395. So if you would like more information on how you can book those special limited discounts on Reiki 1 and or Reiki 2, please do call Angel Healing House again on 831-277-3716 Pacific Standard Time. And all of that contact information is in the description box down below. And as always, you can book intuitive counseling, spiritual mentoring, past life and ancestral clearings and healings, and of course those restorative Reiki healing sessions with me. All of that information is at angelhealinghouse.com. A big thank you is being sent out to all of you who have made donations to my PayPal account for my free weekly content. Perhaps you've gotten direction, inspiration, even felt supported by the messages. You can always make a donation to my PayPal link, which is in the description box down below. Now, for those who are subscribers, you know that before we choose any oracle cards or any tarot cards for a general reading, we always like to look into the astrological heavens to see what planetary energies are affecting all of us. So, a couple of days ago, the sun entered Virgo and began a new season for our lives, and a very happy birthday out there to all Virgos. Now, we all get the chance to work with Virgo's energies, which are very practical and they're very grounded. Virgos are really hard workers who spend a lot of time and effort and energy on their projects, on things which, they're completing, and they're very diligent when it comes to that. With Virgo being ruled by the Virgin Goddess, she's reminding us to connect with our deep knowing that we are divine source energy, as we are all reflections from God's source creator. And the more we do this and connect with our divine eternal natures, we feel whole and we feel complete. Being very grounded, Virgo's energies are directing us to connect with our physical bodies, and like the Virgin Goddess does, to see our bodies as sacred temples that house our beautiful spirit. No matter how spiritual we are, I can guarantee you that we have all at some stage taken our bodies for granted, and we tend to forget the magnificence of the human body and all that it does for us. It's so often the case that we only appreciate our bodies when we begin to feel unwell and run down. And this is a wake-up call to start taking better care and attention to ourselves once again. Now, the more we honor it, the human body, with organic foods, clean, unfluoridated water, skin care that is free of harmful chemicals, the more we exercise and stretch the human body, and we're very conscious of what we mentally ingest through what we are watching and what we focus on, then the more we can increase our high frequencies of light energies, and then we can very easily attract things that mirror those high frequency energies of similar light into our lives. Now, on August the 25th, Uranus, the planet of change, liberation, and freedom, went retrograde. When Uranus is direct, those changes often come from our external world, but when it's retrograde, the impetus for change is felt from an almighty urge within us. Many of these changes will be seemingly unexpected, and they will bring significant breakthroughs in our lives. And while these breakthroughs may bring with them a level of perhaps uncertainty, a level of unpredictability, Uranus retrograde challenges us to live, from a more authentic experience of our life, even if we're unsure of what comes next for us. Today, August 27th, we have a brand new moon, and with it being in the sign of Virgo, we can utilize some of Virgo's magic to practically, again, in a very grounded way, to construct our lives. Perhaps this will entail accepting a new job, a business or career offer, or practically reorganizing our lives with things like moving homes, moving locations. Perhaps it will show up with the beginning of a new project in our lives, and that sees us making lists of what to do, and in perfect Virgo form, systematically ticking things off the list as they are done. With the emphasis on the physical body, maybe this entails starting a new health regime with consistent exercise or more attention to our diets. Perhaps it will entail more constructive use of our time and better organization and time management so that we do not feel as harried and as stressed. And while we may feel an urgency within to start something new under the appearance of this brand new moon, it will serve us best if we are less quick to act and actually put our focus on creating practical, well thought out steps and plans to get what we desire. Virgo's energy is very attentive to details. So visualize yourself. If you want and you are wishing for a new car, Go out and test drive cars. If you are wishing and visualizing your new home, drive to an area. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be a particular area that you'll be moving to. But if you like homes near the beach, go and drive around that oceanside community. Go to open houses, those kind of things. It's those kind of energies and Virgo's practical, grounded energies that will bring about extraordinary manifestations at this time. And we also have to be very careful that we can visualize anything that would also get in the way of our manifestations. But Virgo see the bigger picture, imagining different paths along the journey to get to the destination. Now, in certain signs, like in certain air signs like Libra and Gemini and Aquarius, yes, it's more of the ethereal, it's more of the visualizing. But here, visualize and then ground it by going to that oceanside community and driving around and looking at those homes and saying, I live in one of those homes, or go and drive a car and saying, yes, the universe will bring me a car which is perfect for me. But we have to show the universe in a very grounded way that what we want and where we want it. And this is the motivation under this new moon. One of the biggest stumbling blocks to get to what we desire is not being wholly present in the present moment, which is where all manifestation takes place. And the posse of angels, my angelic family, are adding that the present moment is where all miracles, magic, synchronicities, and serendipitous events happen. So why would we wish to reside anywhere else but in the present moment? This Virgo new lunation is helping us to be grounded again in our physical bodies for our wellness, our daily routines, and our health. So do remember to really focus on the health, the well-being, and the peace and the serenity of your physical body. I guess with this emphasis on self-care, one could say that this Virgo new moon is all about loving ourselves even more. Love. Just love your beautiful, kind, generous nature. Love all the beautiful energies that you are consciously sharing with the planet. And if you've made some decisions that you were not particularly happy with in the past, above all else, do not beat yourself up. As we've all been there, we've all done that. So instead, support yourself in making very different choices and decisions that honor and respect your heartfelt dreams and wishes. And they're saying once again, go test drive a car. Go drive around that new community where you would love to live. For the sooner we start putting our emphasis on that energy and we stop beating ourselves up with negative talk and like, oh, I could never afford to live there, or I could never afford a car like that, or whatever, then the energies within us start to change. They change with compassion, tenderness, love, and forgiveness, and with giving to ourselves, and that makes us open to receive from the universe. This is the way we will support ourselves to grow from our experiences, progress, and move forward. And it will clear away any unwanted former patterns that created our present reality. And especially if we're not happy with our present reality. And once that happens, it will start to create a loving, supportive future pathway for ourselves. To start today's oracle and tarot cards, my angelic family, the posse of angels, they had me go to my Golden Insights Insights oracle card. And I usually take maybe 2, 3, 5 cards came out. And they said, this is a story. And make sure that you take all of these 5 cards. So I said, okay. So, but I was not surprised that the first card that came out was the health card. We have just been talking about our physical body and our wellness. With this new moon, so many of us are gathering in, and we're taking back. It feels like we're taking back all of those fragmented, all of those scattered parts of our souls. We're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually settled, more aligned with our spiritual side, our divine eternal natures. And when we do this, boy, do we feel whole and complete as we're able to balance and ground our spiritual side with our human side. Now, the Posse of Angels is sharing with us that many people who are very spiritual have been extremely frustrated as they've not been able to manifest what they desire, as they've not been grounded into the physical. And that's exactly what this new moon in Virgo is helping us all to do. So, once we are in perfect balance, then what comes in is wham. Wham. What comes in is seemingly good luck, good fortune out of the blue. These next 2 cards came out for us, the clover and the acorn. Good luck, good fortune. It draws to ourselves prosperous relationships that miraculously show up to support us. The funds, too, very easily and gracefully being able to afford that new car or that updated car, that place to live, which miraculously, serendipitously, synchronistically, shows up in our lives. Why? Because we're more grounded now. And in some cases, what comes in is not only the emotional support for us, but in many cases, what will come in is the financial support that we need, because now we're ready to take action to those things, to fulfill our heart's desires. Next card that came out for us is once this is done and we're grounded and we then take that action to visualize and to experience those very grounded experiences, then the good luck, the good fortune, those prosperous and abundant relationships come in to emotionally support us, in some cases financially. Then that sees us taking those first steps of success forward, and a confidence that we have within. That confidence builds inside that, yes, I can see the physical manifestation of the energies that I have perpetuated and focused on. And then many of us will then go on to be very confident to communicate and express ourselves. And this is because we've been grounded in the physical. We can finally now be heard and be seen. And with the microphone there, many of us are going to go on to be noted for what we do, maybe in the spotlight, maybe as speakers. But this certainly is because we're grounded. People can now actually hear us and see us. So wonderful story from the Golden Insights Oracle deck there. Then when I went to my other deck, where is that? Here it is. It's a beautiful deck. I love this card, this deck. This is the Oracle of Mystical Moments. And in this deck, the first card that came out for us was this one. I love this card. It's so gorgeous. Actually, 2 cards came out for us, but this one is called The Gift. And it's a number 23, which is a number 5, which is the number of change. So many things are going to be changing in our lives. And I just heard from the Posse of Angels. They whispered in my ear, and very quickly too. By grounding into our physical reality, we are then able to draw to ourselves all kinds of co-created gifts to show up in the physical from the universe. The wiggly, there's a little girl here, and she has her, it looks like a goose yeah, it looks like there's a goose, which I'm hearing the goose that laid the golden egg. And then she's got a gift in her hand, still unwrapped. But we'll feel this wiggly, overwhelming feeling of being offered perhaps that perfect job, business opportunity, or offer that fills our dreams, or the miraculous connection that brings to you your perfect house, that perfect location to live in, the wonderful car, or the beautiful relationship, a romantic relationship, a business relationship, all of those things, because we're finally grounded and in alignment for those things to come to us. And if we were not in alignment, it just means that we either the timing was off for it to happen, or we were not open to receive. So this is wonderful that the gift card came in, and then the next card, beautiful cards. Next card that comes out for us is the 36 card, which is House of Flowers. We see two very small ladies there on a lawn, and a very, very large house with a very big blossom on it. It's funny that I mentioned houses and then this house turns up. So many of us in the spiritual community will be getting the directive from Spirit as to where to move next. On my Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show, one of the callers into the show, which by the way I give away free mini angel readings and have done for the last 11 years. I've given away thousands upon thousands of these free mini angel readings, but one lady called in and she felt like she would be moving, she wanted to know what could she possibly do. And I said, you could drive out to an area and start to investigate. And this shows the universe that you're really committed to moving. And another thing that we can do is to start to pack. I'm not saying pack up things that you need, but 50, maybe 60% of your house could be packed up, and this shows the universe that you're really ready to move. So this House of Flowers card speaks of joy of life and the power of nature and beauty. The rose on this card represents our hearts, because we now feel in ourselves that we are whole, we are complete, we are the perfect alignment of spirit in human form. We will then draw those wondrous new homes, new experiences, new opportunities to ourselves. And this card's appearance signifies a love for life full of health, wealth, beauty, and joy. So there you go. Isn't it a beautiful card? Let's go to our tarot cards. And let me shuffle here. The tarot cards that I'm using today are the Tarot of Mystical Moments by the same, I think her name is Caitlin, or is it Karen? It's Catrin, Catrin, Catrin Welts-Stein, beautiful illustrator. Okay, let's have a shuffle here. I hope everyone's well, and again, happy birthday to all those Virgos out there as we go into Virgo season. And I love September. September always makes me feel like buying and sharpening new pencils, getting a new pencil case, getting a new shiny lunchbox. It reminds me of those school days where you would go shopping for new school clothes as you would have outgrown the ones from, the previous year, and getting the brown paper that we used to, in my dinosaur days, we used to get brown paper and cover the books, so that they wouldn't get marked and scraped up and all of those. Oh, that card came out. Okay. It also makes me start thinking about, having all those coffees that are spiced and pumpkin flavored things. And I just love the autumn. I just love the fall and the change of seasons. People say we don't have change of seasons here in California, but we do. We do. It's not as dramatic as when I, or the former soul, Claire Candy, lived over east with the changing of the glorious golds and burgundies and reds of the flowers, of the leaves on the trees. But it is still subtle in its own way. Okay, let's 1, 2, 3, separate the cards, and here we go. First card that's coming out for us is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is the card of the Pentacles are very grounded. Out of the four knights, this knight's horse has all 4 hooves on the ground, stable, secure, safe, protected, all of those things. The posse of angels are saying that many of us, after an instability in where we live, possibly an instability in our relationships, our instability in particularly our finances, now what is coming to us now that we're more grounded in this Virgo season and we are able to be seen and perceived is more secure opportunities to give us security, long-term security. This is not get-rich-quick schemes or anything like this, but this is long-term security for our foundations in our lives, something that we can, they're saying something we can definitely take to the bank. And so that's a great one to start off with. Very, very stable card. The next card that's coming out for us is this card, which is the Judgment card. This is the new beginning. This is the new phase of our life. This is, in many cases, it's starting over again. But we don't mind starting over again because we are a different person now. With that Uranus retrograde, what is coming in is something that was lost long ago. And what's coming back is maybe you thought that you missed out on a job offer. Maybe you thought that you missed out on some financial settlement. Maybe, you lived a wonderful life and karmically gave to everyone, but didn't seem like much has come back to you. Well, this is a new judgment day for us, and many of us will be able to see this new phase, and many of us are going to be moving towns, cities, locations, states, even could be overseas, but this new phase of our life comes in. And the next card that's coming out for us is the Three of Wands. Now, this is the card, once we're grounded. I love her hair. Look at that. It's just, this reminds me actually of what we spoke about. Yes, we are spiritual beings and our heads are up in the clouds, but there's that part of us that I love the growing of the hair. It's grown down now to connect with the physical in our lives, to these new homes or new places that are more in alignment with who we've become. Of course, she's holding that ship. And the traditional meaning of the Three of Wands is, yes, now that we're ready, we will see the physical manifestation of our ships coming in. The posse of angels are drawing my attention to the seagulls, and the seagulls are a sign of flexibility and adaptability. Now, what we wish for, it may not come in the way that we expect it to come in, but it will be the fulfillment of your desires. So don't be too attached as to how it needs to come in, and your wish will be granted. Your wish will be filled. So I love that card. Next card that's coming out for us is the Star card. So it's wonderful. So far we've gotten 2 major arcana cards. There's another house there. Looks like the Taj Mahal. I wouldn't mind living there. But too many rooms to clean. But then again, I will have a cleaner or somebody to clean the house. So it doesn't really matter. Your wish is my command. And she's got a magic wand there. The fairy has that magic wand. This is about our hopes and our wishes being fulfilled. So when I speak about that home, maybe you would love to live in the Taj Mahal. Maybe you would love to live in India. Maybe you would love to live by the ocean, as I mentioned before. Maybe your dream house is in the mountains. Maybe your dream home is in the desert. We knew people who moved to Joshua Tree around the national park there. Maybe it is by a lake, maybe it's by a stream. Who knows? It's your dream. And as such, it was seated in your soul for a reason. And the universe, the more we can show the universe that we are committed to that dream, or the universe desires what we desire, and it's your wish is my command. So shine your light unapologetically, and just show the universe in physical form now what you desire. And that alignment brings in those things to us. The next card that's coming out for us is the Chariot. This is the card of movement. It's the card of traveling, the theme of moving in our careers, moving in relationships, moving our locations, our homes keep coming up. It's also the card of promotion. It's the card of recognition. It's the card of rewards, all of those things coming back to us in this Uranus retrograde. Now that something that has seemingly been lost is coming back to us again. So, I just heard 3 more cards just to end this as a final outcome. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And this is the story here. Okay, so this card shows the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of balance. It's a card of things that we need to attend to. And there's the infinity symbol, which is about the wishes coming back in and being fulfilled, about our divine eternal natures and the rhythms of life. But it's also showing me the homes there. Now, some people, I didn't mention this, but some people's vision of perfection where they live is in the city. They love being able to walk everywhere and, sort of being in the heart and the thick of things. So could be dreaming about the perfect apartment in the perfect city that you love to be in. This is another card with a house in it as well. The Four of Wands is the success card. It's the marriage card. It's the card of marrying our dreams and our wishes with the physical reality. So it's strange that we've got a 2 or a 4, but both of these have houses in them. And what's the next card shows a house. It's a birdhouse, but it is indeed a house. So for those that will be moving, this is a physical location. For those that are not moving, this is about feeling more home within yourself. So beautiful, beautiful cards that came out for us. Let's finish off, as we do every week, with our Making Magic. So what are you doing? What are you doing to prepare for September to come in? Many are going back to school. Many maybe are coming back from vacation. So many people go on vacation in the summer months. preparing for different things. One of the things that I love to do in the fall is go to different gem and crystal fairs, craft fairs, things like that, which seem to crop up in preparation for the Christmas season. So September, October, even into 2 weeks into November, there are a lot of these different fairs, and to add to my blessed and my wonderful crystal collection, I collect crystal hearts. I just have so many of them, and they're all surrounding me, and that's why I feel so much love. Okay, you're not popping out today, so I'm just going to cut the deck, and see what comes out that way. The first card coming out for us is the sun. The golden energies of the sun brings to us fame and fortune. Now, so the microphone could be about stepping into that role that makes us known, recognized, and famous. But the good fame and the good fortune, well, there we have that mirroring the acorn and the clover, which was all about good luck and prosperity and abundance and those prosperous relationships coming in to help. So this new radiance we feel about being whole and complete. Tap in to Virgo's Virgin Goddess, and she never questions who she is, and she sees herself as this wonderful light made radiant on the earth plane. Next card that's coming out for us is perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. Well, there is only what I desire. That's what I've said to the universe for a very, very long time, and the universe says, okay, your wish is my command. But I have to take the emphasis and the expectation off the timing of it and how it should come in. So when I really do get frustrated on the whole divine timing thing, I go to my playlist and I play the song Hang in There, Little Tomato by Pink Martini. I absolutely adore that song. Hang in there, hang in there. What you want will come shining in. But all you have to do is hang in there. And don't hang in there and just wait and twiddle your thumbs. We hang in there by being joyful. We hang in there by being creative with what we have in the present moment, because the present moment is where those miracles and magic happen. And little luxuries, I love it. This generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. Where do you feel most luxurious? Again, is it in a big city, feeling the throng of the city and all that goes along with it? Do you feel comfortable in a cabin somewhere in the mountains, in the plains, on a lake, an ocean side? You'll know it. You won't have to. This is not overthinking and trying to figure this out. This is where you feel most at home and luxurious. And that is where your soul will be sending you. So I hope all of that has been helpful for you. If you want to take advantage of my Reiki 1 and my Reiki 2 courses, which are personalized and individualized, either here in my office in Santa Monica, California, or online. I've taught Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world. Remember that Reiki 1 is normally $295, but until the end of August, it's only $222. And my Reiki 2 course, and the only prerequisite for taking Reiki 2 is that you must have learned Reiki 1 either from me or another master teacher. And my Reiki 1 personalized, individualized course is usually $500, but now it's only and it's discounted to $395. So if you're interested in booking for those and making a prepayment on those to schedule that, or for my intuitive counseling, past life clearing and healing, and your own individualized angel a tarot card reading, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or you can always phone Angel Healing House on 831-277-3716, and that's Pacific Standard Time. I look forward to you tuning in to Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio Show at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on every week on Thursdays. Perhaps you'll be calling in for a free mini angel reading, along with all those thousands of people over the last 11 years that have done so. And do remember to go out and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm sending you love, and as always, angel blessings. And I do look forward to speaking with you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.